Well, hi everybody, it's Diana from Youth Services at Mesa County Libraries. I hope that you're having a great day. So today I want to show you how to make some pasta pattern art. We'll talk about the supplies you need, and then we'll also talk a little bit about patterns. So let's get started. Okay, so here are the supplies that you'll need to do your pasta pattern art. You will need some paper. You will need some liquid glue. You will also need some pasta that is colored or dyed. So you can find some pasta at the supermarket that is already colored by just food dyes. But if you don't happen to have some pasta that's already colored, you can do your own at home. And all you need is vinegar, food coloring, a Ziploc bag, and then you just put all your noodles inside the bag. You put in the vinegar, the food coloring, you shake it up, and then you spread it out to dry, and then you can do all kinds of different colors to make your pasta. Okay, so when you start your pasta pattern art, the first thing I recommend is creating your patterns and laying them out on your paper. So you lay out the noodles and the different patterns that you want. Then you can go back and glue the individual pieces on. That way you have your whole piece all set to go. You know exactly how you want your art piece to look. So let's talk a little bit about patterns. Patterns are everywhere in our world. They're in animals, they're in clothing, they're in maybe architecture that you can see in the world. So patterns are simply something that repeats, something that continues on. And you can see them, like I said, everywhere in our world. All right, so let's get ready to make our artwork. Okay, so here are some patterns that you might want to try in your artwork. The first pattern is called ABAB. So you have one of something, and then you follow it by the second, and then you do the first one again, and then the second one again. So it just goes on and on and on. So you can see that I've done that in my artwork here, where I've got the yellow, then the green, then the yellow, then the green, and so on and so on. I also did that with the way that the noodles are arranged. So we've got the up arch, and then it goes down arch, up arch, down arch, up arch, down arch. So again, one thing, then the next thing. So let's try that pattern with our artwork here. So let's see, I want to do my red wheel. Let's do a blue noodle, red wheel, blue noodle, red wheel. So what comes next? Blue noodle. Okay, so that one is pretty basic, and you can see that pattern there. So now let's try another pattern that we can use in our artwork. The next pattern is called AAB. So AAB, AAB. So we're going to do two of one thing, and then it's followed by a third of another thing. Two, and then one. Two, and then one. So let's try that with our little noodles that have the different animals in them. So I've got two turtles, and then I've got a green lion. Then I've got two orange turtles and a green lion. So another pattern that you might want to try in your artwork is called symmetry. So basically it's where one side of something looks like the other side of something, say if you folded it up. All right, so think about, like, say, a butterfly. The wings on one side of a butterfly match the wings on the other side of a butterfly if you folded them together, okay? So in this piece of artwork that I made, you can see that the corners are going to be the same. They have that symmetry. We've got two blue, a row of black, a row of black, a green, two yellow. So these corners are symmetrical. They're mirroring each other. And the same thing happens on this corner over here, except for I used red rows, okay? So you can try symmetry in your artwork as well. Say you want to have, let's do a corner thing with our noodles, and we could do a symmetry with that as well. So let's see, we've got blue and blue, and let's do a turtle here and a turtle here. And then let's do a lion going the other direction and a lion going this direction. So if I folded these papers corner to corner, they would be symmetrical. They would repeat this pattern here, okay? So that's another pattern that you could try in your artwork. All right, so one more pattern that I used in my artwork that you might want to try as well is called the +1. So we're getting into that math a little bit too. So if you look at this art piece over here, I start out, let's look on this inside section right here. So I start out with 1 green, and then I go +1, so I did 1 and then 2 noodles. So in that yellow row is 2 noodles, and then I did +1, and I did 3 noodles, and then I did +1 again, and I ended with 4 noodles. So this little section right here has what we will call +1 pattern. So I did that here, I did that in this little section on the inside, I did that in this section, and I did it even in this section. So all 4 of these sections have that +1 pattern. So let's try that with some noodles here as well. So I'm going to do 1 red, and then I'm going to do 2 red. I'm going to try +1, so that would be 3 red. And let's do another row. So another +1 would be 4 noodles. So you could try that pattern in your artwork as well. All right, so enjoy making all these fun different patterns in your artwork. All right, well, I hope you enjoy creating all the different patterns in your artwork, maybe trying out a few that I showed you, or just creating your own that you can come up. Remember, a pattern is something that repeats, so it can be whatever you want as long as it continues on and on. If you want to learn more about patterns, Mesa County Libraries have a whole bunch of pattern books that you can check out. We also have a great platform that you can watch streaming videos called Canopy Kids. Now you can check out this program called ArtZooka, which is ARTZOOKA, and you can find all kinds of fun art activities there as well. So check that out, and we will see you next time with all our fun activities. Bye-bye.